Hey traders, it's Coach Pippi. Today we are going to do a little more advanced back testing. Last time we did sort of a simple look at back testing, and this one is a little more advanced to help us find our trade plan. So this is for you. So if you look at the screen, I've got our trading view up with the Euro USD on here on a 5-minute chart. I know last time we were looking at a 1 hour. We're just doing this to see some more action in the market, okay? And then over on the right, we have our advanced backtesting sheet. What's been added is we have a drawdown and a favor column so that we'll be able to determine what the best ratio is on our risk to reward. It'll calculate those for us automatically as we put in our trades or back-tested trades. And it'll go all the way from 1 to 3 on this sheet, meaning if we risked $100, it would win 300, all the way down to 1 to 0.33, meaning if we risked $100, we would win $33. Okay, so let's begin. The first thing we want to do is determine what our rules are. So we're going to type those here. So we're going to trade the Euro USD. We're going to do it on a 5-minute chart. Our rules, let's change up the rules a little bit. So let's do the ATR is green for a buy, and the cloud needs to be green, and opposite for a sell. For sell, ATR needs to be red, and the cloud needs to be red. And perhaps we also want to put our stop loss. Stop loss will be just beyond the ATR. Don't worry, I'll show you what all that looks like. Okay? And any other notes you want there. Okay? I'll wrap that so we can see it. All right. So we're going to go over here. We're going to go back in history because we're back testing, right? Let's just go back. Oh, we didn't put what time we're going to trade. Let's say we're going to trade from 6 to 9 in the morning. Okay? So let's just go back a few days. We're at July 15th. Okay. Fridays. Let's go back to that Monday. Tuesday. We could use the calendar feature, but I'm just scrolling back. Monday the 7th, and we're going to start at 6 o'clock in the morning, which is right here. Okay? All right. So let's take a look. 6 o'clock in the morning is right there. It's already red, and the ATR is red, so we missed that trade, right? So we're going to wait for the next one, which is going to happen at right here at 8:25, right? So we're going to go ahead and mark that trade with a, oh, nope, it's, our rules are the ATR changed colors, and we want the cloud. So this is the cloud, right, where it's red here and has the red ATR, and then here is the cloud after it turns green, right? But that's past our trading window, so we're done. That's an easy day, no trades taken. All right, let's go to the next day, which is going to be 6 o'clock in the morning, which is going to be right here. Okay? Again, we missed when this happened. Red ATR, and then it turned red on the cloud at about 5:05, so we missed that one. Here it turned green, but our cloud was red. Here it turned green, but our cloud was red. Oh, here it turned red. Oh, we missed our trading again. Okay, so far trade plan 2 days, no trades. Okay, let's go to the next day. All right, here's 6 o'clock in the morning. It's already red, and the cloud is red. Turned green, but the cloud is still red. Finally turned green, and our ATR is green. So, and it's within our trading window. It's at 8:15. So we'll take a back test there. See, turned green here. So our stop loss is going to be about 14 pips. And what we're doing for this back testing is we're seeing how far it went in our favor and how far it went against us, which is called drawdown. So in this case, our drawdown was 12.5 pips. We'll call it 13, right? So drawdown is 13 pips. Our favor is how far it went in our favor, is about 12 pips. Okay. Our stop loss was, what did we say, 14? And the time was 8:15. The date was 7/9/25. And it was, if you want to put that, you can, whether it was a buy or sell. This was a buy. I just put a B or an S. All right. And as you can see on this back test sheet, then it's going to tell you if it would have won at 1 to 3, 1 to 2, 1 to 1. Nope, nope, nope. But it did win at 1 to 0.75, 1 to 0.5, 1 to 0. All those won. Okay. And as we go forward, it'll calculate all of the profit down here. Okay. So we can determine what the best ratio is, the risk to reward ratio. All right, so that probably took us past our trading window. It did. So let's go to the next day. All right, 6 o'clock in the morning. Our ATR had already been red and our cloud was already red, so we missed that trade. And then here we are, that trade took all morning, right? So we're done. We're gone to the next day. 6 o'clock in the morning. The cloud was already green. The ATR was already green. We missed that trade. ATR turned red, but the cloud was still green. ATR turned green, and the cloud is green. So our rules are met. Let's take this back test. So it was about the 11th at 8:35. Our stop loss was about 10 pips. I always just like to make it even. And our max favor was 19 pips. Our drawdown before it went in our favor, okay, was about 3 pips. Put that here. Our stop loss was 10 pips. This was a buy. The date was 7/11. And the time was what? 8:35. All right, so we have our second back test in. All right, looks like we're past our trading window now. So we'll go to the next day. Here's 6 o'clock in the morning. It's already a green ATR, and the cloud had already turned green, so we missed that one. Here, the cloud was green, but it turned red, and then it turned red. So we've got a sell trade right here, all right, for our rules that we're following. It's a short, so it's right here, probably actually here. By the time we can see that it changed color, our stop loss is going to be about 13. And our favor is about 4. So stop loss of 13, favor of 4, drawdown. Before it went in our favor was about 5. And this was a sell. The date was the 14th at 8:05 a.m. Okay. And then it turned, we're past our trading window. Now over to the next day. Here's 6 o'clock in the morning. All right, we're in good shape here. It was red, it turned green right about 6 o'clock, and our cloud matched, right? So, short position. Let's do it right at 6. And our stop loss is about 7. Our favor is going to be pretty good for such a small stop loss. It's going to be right here. So it went 17 in our favor and maybe 1 against us. All right, so drawdown of 1, favor of 17, stop loss of 7, and that was at 6 o'clock on the 15th, 6 a.m. and 7:15, and that was a sell. Okay. All right. Then it turned green there, you can see, but the cloud was still red. Then it turned red. So we got another trade within our trading window today. So that's going to be probably here. Short position. We're going to have a bigger stop loss because there was obviously some movement, some news that happened. We're going to say it's 24 on the stop loss. And then our favor will be a big one on this one. Let's see, how far does it go? Probably about to here. Okay. And our drawdown, we had a 24 pip stop loss. Our drawdown was 21. So it scared us a little bit. 4 and favor of 71. This was a sell. This was at 7:40 on the 15th. All right, there we go. And we're well past our trading window. That one took a long time. Here we are. 6 o'clock in the morning is right here. It's just turned red. You can see how skinny it is. So we can go ahead and take this one. Short position. It's going to be probably here. We have a small 7 pip stop loss. And how far did it go in our favor? About there. So it looks like maybe 1 on the drawdown right here. If we measure it, yep, 1.6, okay. And the favor was about 55. So favor, or we'll say 54. drawdown was, we'll say 2, and because we just round it, there's no sense doing partial pips. And our stop loss was 7. This was at 6:05, and the date was the 16th. This was a sell. All right. Now, here we've turned green, but our cloud is still red, so no trade right there. Oh, we're past our trading window. If we were still in our trading window, our next trade would have been here when it turned green. But we'll go on to the next day because that's not in our trading window. Can't trade when you're not sitting in front of your computer, right? That's the time you have to trade. All right, here's 6 o'clock. We've gone too far past when that's happened. Green, but we're still red there. And it finally turns green, but it's past our trading window. Go on to the next day. Okay, here's 6 o'clock in the morning. Again, we've gone too far past when the trade would have happened. And we've missed the trading for today. Because now when it turns red, it is past our trading window. All right, go to the next day. All right, 6 o'clock in the morning. Again, we've got that trade started a long time ago, so we missed a big one. Yep. All right. It's turned red here, but we're past our trading window. Let's go to the next day, and that takes us all the way to today. So that's all we get from where we started. Okay. But that gives you an idea of how to look for how far a trade went in your favor and how far it went against you so that we can figure out the best ratio. Now, this only gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not enough trades to base live trading off of, find out the ratio. But let's just pretend that we had a bunch in there, 100, 200. And if we go down here at the bottom, we can see what was the most profitable. So all of them except the 1 to 3 were profitable. 1 to 2, 1 to 1, 75%, 50%, and 40% of your stop loss. So this actually. So here we are at the bottom of all of our data. Again, pretending we have hundreds of trades and not just 6. If we look at it, we want to see which ratio is the most profitable. And here we can see that the most positive pips was the 200% or the 1 to 2 ratio. In a close second would be the 75% of stop loss, a ratio of 0.7 or 1 to 0.75, and with 46 positive pips, 76 positive pips. So it's this one, right? It's the most profitable, a ratio of 1 to 2. So I hope that helps you as you move forward in backtesting. Before you backtest, you want to know what your rules are, right? It doesn't have to be these rules. In fact, if we went back and did these same trades, we would have had a lot more trades if we just did it based off the ATR, right? We might have had more winners, we might have had more losers, but we would have had different trades. But included in this little spreadsheet, if you want it, let me know, is a little sample trade plan. So you're going to want to have what you do before you trade, including what time you're going to trade, the currency pairs you're going to trade, what your rules are, time frame, what the indicators need to do, where your stop loss is going to be. Are you going to move your stop loss to break even? Are you going to use a trailing stop? What are the rules for exiting your trade? You'll need that for your buy and your sell. So you'll need to figure what your rules are going to be before you do your back testing. Okay? Keep your eye open because you'll notice patterns as you do back testing. And you might, even today, as we were going through this, you might have saw, oh my gosh, we missed all those trades that would have been at 6 o'clock in the, before 6 o'clock in the morning based on these rules. But maybe if you changed the rules or changed your trading start time, you'd catch more of those trades, right? So just keep your eye out for what happens before you start trading, or what the indicators look like while you're doing your back testing, because you might discover a new trade plan that you want to back test. All right? Happy back testing, y'all. Let me know if you have questions, and let me know if you need this back testing sheet. Take care. Bye.